Hey guys, what's going on? DreamReaver23 here, and back at it again, doing another Let's Play episode of Gnomoria, the game that is available on Steam, and you can check out on there. It is a watered-down version of Dwarf Fortress, if you guys have ever played or seen anything from Dwarf Fortress. If you haven't, Dwarf Fortress is redonkulous. That's all there is to it. So we are going to get started on here and get this episode up. I'm going to do a couple of these, and right now I'm just using XSplit to record. So I'm trying this out. A buddy of mine said, hey, you can do it a lot quicker on there in the smaller file sizes, which is nice. So we are going to try this and see how it goes on here. When we left off, let's go around here. Nope. So when we left off, we have our upper layer up here, and we got our walls finished all around there. We have our dead bodies over here from our goblins that came in and kind of rampaged us for a bit. We do need to get a clearance area over here so that we can have, whenever we have, at the beginning of each season, you can have more nomads come in, and you'll want to be able to, you know, get them into the buildings, or into the area. We still do have a few people available with us. If we go to population, we still have 7 members of our population still available. A builder, 3 farmers, a miner, a rancher, and a woodcutter. So that does put us at a bit of a hindrance on here. Understandable. I mean, you know, we lost people. What can you do? But we are going to go ahead and try to get these guys moving forward so we can get some work done with them. They are still clearing out a lot of these areas and everything like that. Getting, I think they're making wine. Making wheat beer. Okay. We have how many? 3 farmers. So we should be able to go through and keep the agriculture going pretty easily. Who are you? What are you doing? You go, you farmer, you... Fitness, nomads, da-da-da-da. Okay, what's this high stuff? Profession. He's killed 1 goblin. That's more than I can say for a lot of people. Weaving. Tailoring. Horticulture, okay. And then cooking. So he's a good cook on there. Do we have our kitchen finished? No, we do not. We have 1 builder. So she's, you know, going to town. She's doing her work. What is the process? Workbench for build job. Carpenter stick for the loom. Chair for build job. Building the loom. Okay. We have plenty of cotton. We have the birch trees. Ooh, I don't think we have a rancher anymore. No, we have 1 rancher. Okay. I did just think I don't have any way of timing these to see if I'm doing, if I'm not going over my time. There we go. Alright, so they have food. With the enemies out there, it's going to make it to where they can't get in to defeat us. What the heck is that? Is that a bear? Alright, stop. Stop! What are you? Yeah, it's a bear. Health is good. Attack! All squads. Da -da -da. Alright. Get to work, people. So if you guys haven't checked out this game, I know that there are a few other... It's a typical, you know, town building game, or... city building, village building game that's out there. There was another game that was similar to this one, which was Towns, and Towns was a really cool game, and I really enjoyed it. They actually stopped producing making new content and updating and anything like that for towns. They decided to go through and pull from it. They did hire on another programmer that was going to be keeping up with the games and everything like that, and he came on for a percentage of the sales. But what ended up happening was the guy, after about 2 months, said, hey, you know, there's not really any sales coming in because, you know, the heyday of the game, you know, the sales and everything like that had really already gone through and happened. And so he was just like, yeah, I can't do anything with this, and I'm not making any money, I'm not able to support myself. So he just kind of bailed out on it, which is completely understandable. I mean, you can't fault the guy for doing that. But in the same sense, it was a really cool game, and they are never gonna finish it, which makes me sad. All right, let's replace the stone floors. Who is this that's doing that? Okay, our builder is. So I don't know if it's actually good to have our builder doing that. But at least they're doing it pretty quick. And this is going to raise the value of this room. So if we... Ah, because it's not a designated area, we can't see the value of it. Oh, okay. Well, this is our kitchen area. What if we got mined out this area right here? Now they'll have like a little, we can have like a great hall or whatever, and have the kitchen attached, so that'll work out. Do your work faster. They need to get the loom up so we can finish these beds, and that way they can actually have beds to sleep in. And, you know, that'll be nice. Sleeping in a bed seems to be a pretty good idea. Pretty good way of handling things, if you will. Almost got that finished up, which is nice. Let's see. Now, somebody was telling me on one of the other videos to plant something else, and I don't remember what it was. No, farm. Forward to, that's 84, 90. 102. Strawberry wheat. I think that's what they were telling me to plant. Wait, no. I already have wheat. And I already have strawberries. I already have cotton. Alright, so we're going to undesignate this area. All I need for that is 2 barrels. All I need for the loom is everything. Tailor. They need a chair and a bone needle. They should be able to get the bone needle no problem because they have the, well, they did have the deceased up there. Oh crap, I think they need the butcher. To get the bone needle. Build, workshop. Alright, so we're gonna have the butcher. Build, workshop, food. Kitchen. Because, yeah, they have to get the butcher up to build, to get the bone for the bone needle. I think. I might be totally wrong in that. I don't see bone needle in there. What about sawmill? No. Crap, can't see it. Wood carver, puzzle box, statuette. No. Stone for pet rock. They can make a pet rock, really? And it's not in stonemason. Stonecutter can only make blocks. Awesome. Ah, sweet. They almost have all the wheat finished. Alright, all the wheat is finished being planted. All the strawberries are finished being planted. Almost all the orange grove and all the cotton is finished being planted. That bear is just chilling outside. Like a punk. It really, you can play this game different ways, and that's one thing that I typically build underground. I think it's a lot better to build underground, but I've seen videos online of a lot of people building, you know, nice, great castles and everything like that above ground. I've built underground just because that's kind of how I envision gnomes, is living more in an underground kind of facility and enjoying that. In towns, I always typically built above ground, except for whenever I was needing to build underground for heroes and stuff like that to come into the towns. You know, that's the only time that I would build anything underground, like any living kind of quarters. But for Gnomoria, I mean, it just makes more sense to me to build underground for them, to live there and everything like that. And, you know, it's a bit more protection for the most part. Not completely, but, you know, more. So that is the reason why I do it. Now, I need you guys to hurry up. Bear, run away. Rah! Now, one thing that I can't on the XSplit recording, I can't pause the recording, which that is kind of frustrating, because typically I would be pausing it until something new happened in here. So right now we're just kind of like waiting for them to finish everything. Let's see, let's look at Kingdom. Land of Reavers, the World Sea, difficulty normal, population, the stock worth. Alright. Have the yak pasture. Alright, let's go ahead and get them to... We need to designate a room. Designate area. No, no. Room. Dining room, hospital, dormitory, personal. Okay, so this is going to be the dining room area. This will be our great hall, if you will. Actually, why don't we put this in here? One, two, three. Idle gnomes gather in the Great Hall. The width of the Great Hall helps attract nomads. Only one dining room can be designated as the Great Hall. Okay, this is not going to be the Great Hall, but it will be a dining room. Replace floor. Log floor. This is going to be birchwood logs. Or no, orangewood logs. I need to get a different type of stone so that we have, you know, just something easier to tell the rooms apart and whatnot. I want to create a game that's like a town building game like this. This is something that I've been thinking of for a while. As some of you might know, I'm trying to learn more and more with Unity and stuff like that. It's been put on hiatus at this point in time just because we are going to be moving house basically on the 1st of next month, and everything is going through. We're going to be finishing the closing and everything like that on our new house on the 31st. And so right now everything's kind of been devoted to just getting all the paperwork and everything like that done with the house itself. So I've been kind of on pause with trying to get everything done for the house. So, but I want to get back into learning more with Unity programming and stuff like that. And I want to do a game that's similar to this style. I think I've always enjoyed town building games and stuff like that. I think, you know, they are one of my favorite types of games, and just because there's so much you can do with them, and it's literally limited only to your imagination. But I want to do a lot of stuff to where it's kind of mixing the town building with also somehow figuring out something to do with, like, I really enjoy Diablo 3, like the legendary system, and just kind of like that grinding to find those good legendaries and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to go and get this done, but I want to do something along those lines to where it's kind of this weird mix. But learning how to do just the coding for, you know, hunger meters and you know, just the AI and pathfinding and stuff like that can be kind of a pain in the buns. So I will eventually get there to it, but it's going to be a few weeks before I can, you know, even try to get all the stuff figured out. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's just kind of like, well, not right now. I'm just worried about the house stuff. But whenever I'm not doing the house stuff, always just trying to, you know, just figure out, okay, well, how do you get, you know, this pill or this cube or whatever, in whatever basic shape you have, to move around and respond to different things, like a hunger meter and saying something's, you know, this is where you get food. So things along those lines. It's off and on. It's back and forth. But I want to get some cool stuff done, and, you know, even if it's simple to start off with, just something kind of like that can prove a proof of concept for how the game can function and everything like that. You know, I'd be happy with getting that up to spec. But it is what it is. You know, you can do only what you can do. So right now the precedence and the priority is the house, obviously. What are these guys doing? Cotton farm. Ah, they have a lot of those crops already ready. I love the music in this game. Does it say, can I see? No. Import, export. That's weird. There are some mods that I know that they have for this game as well. I don't know. I haven't used any of the mods, but I know that there are some out there. I've seen them through there. Just looking on Google and stuff like that, so. Wait, what's going on? Why is the game paused? Did I miss something? Monitor lizard is bled to death. Somewhere out here apparently is a monitor lizard. Now, one last thing that I will do is mine a wall, and we're actually going to make it to where it's even. Now the reason why we did that is because typically there's only 12 or 13 days in each season, so we should be coming up on a new day, which means we should be able to get some new citizens in here, some new nomads in here. And we'll keep this handy, just in case. Should be 12 days. Might not be, though. Hopefully it is, because I honestly really need... I need new nomads. I need more people in here. Come on, come on. Be the daytime. Be one with daytime. If you do look close, you can see that right here we actually have the time of saying what time it is. It says the sunrise will be at 4:36, and it is the first day of fall now. Sweet! So at sunrise, we should get new citizens in here, or new nomads in here. And hopefully we don't have any goblins or bears or anything like that come in here. That'd be pretty bad. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. 4:36. And bam. Saving. Sun has risen. Come on, I'm supposed to have new citizens. There we go. 5 nomads have arrived. Sweet. Alright, population. This is what I wanted to do before the end of the video, so thank you guys for sticking around. Alright, assign. So this guy's hauling, bone carving, mining, wood cutting. Miner. Yep, looks like miner it is. You. Hauling is decent. Wood carving is not too bad. Builder. You're going to be a builder, my friend. Nomad. Alright, what do you got? Crappy for mining. Kind of crappy all around, honestly. Dink? What a name. Rancher it is. I don't know. I got nothing. Alright, what do you got? Nomad. Woodcutting 31. Okay, you're a woodcutter. That was easy. Let's see. We're gonna put this guy as farming because that's also cooking and brewing. So he's not the best, but we do need another farmer. So now we have 2 builders, 4 farmers, 2 woodcutters, 2 ranchers, and 2 miners. That's a much better scenario to be in. Honey badger has been spotted. Oh shit. Go away, honey badger. Y'all better get into this great hall. Or get into this area. How's everybody at? Really? You're out there? What are y'all out there for? I don't remember how to go through the citizens. We're gonna pause it. Population. Move to, okay, they're downstairs. Downstairs. All right. Looks like they're all inside up to this point. Did I check you? Yeah. Dink, what the hell are you doing out there? Dink! You got a sweet sunglasses on or whatever, but get your ass inside! What are you doing? Wait, what is he? He's a rancher. Alright, profession. We're gonna put you as a miner temporarily. Are you lost? What the hell? There we go. He's thirsty, so he's going inside now. Alright, there, finally. Now, build the wall, stone wall, build. Done. Everybody's inside and locked inside. Sweet! Thank you guys so much for joining me today. That's basically everything I was trying to do, is just get everybody inside so they're safe. Next time we will be going through and kind of getting further in there and getting more stuff built for our farms. I am going to wait until next time, to start the video next time, until I get the kitchen at least done and the butcher area done, so I can go ahead and get the loom and everything built. Try to get some more of these things finished out. And until next time, guys, I'm DreamRiver23, reminding you to game happy, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys!